Hopefully, if you guys can tell, we're at Meatballs. We're going to try to talk as loud as we can without interrupting people's dinner. There's folks here tonight that are enjoying their food, and I'm about to. I got my brown bag.
Got mine. Right.
So these two are going to talk while I eat for a few minutes. But, we've got a guest here. We got Mike Long with us here. He is a member of the Scratch and Waggle Golf League, and he's going to talk. Thomas is going to interview him while I eat.
Oh wow!
So y'all take over.
Wow. All right. So again, Scratch and Waggle Podcast here at Meatball. One of the best barbecue joints in the South and probably in the country. It's great, great stuff. So it's good. Glad to be here. Glad to have some energy in here as well. So. Again, this is Mr. Mike Long. This is actually my first time meeting Mr. Mike Long today as well. I've heard a lot about him. I know he was part of the league as well. And
careful shaking the table. You might knock over the
That's you shaking it with your barbecue.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's that half-pound barbecue sandwich
he just dropped all the sandwiches. But Mr. Long played in the golf league a little bit. But I'll let him kind of introduce himself, talk about a little bit about his experiences, how many years he's played golf, how he got into golf in the first place. And then we'll talk about the league itself. So,
get this brush in the food towards us. Will that camera pick up the stomach growls? Hey guys, as I've already been introduced, my name is Mike Long, and as Thomas said, I started with the Scratch and Waggle League last year about the same time. Kip and I were talking about my first meeting that I attended was here at Meatballs at the same time last year, and I'd been an avid golfer for many years, even before the Scratch and Waggle, and actually learned about this league through a friend of mine that used to be a part of the league. And the reason I got involved with it is I wanted to find a league of golfers that I could actually depend on. They would be consistently involved in golf, and monthly. I play in a couple other different tournaments that are monthly, but also and not any leagues. I play in with some tournaments in the ministers, in the golf ministers.
Good.
Yeah, so no other leagues. But anyhow, as Thomas said, I've played for the last year and have been very excited about it. Got to meet a lot of new guys. Thomas, as I said, and getting to know Kip a lot better, and Daryl West. It's been a lot of fun. Professionally ran outfit.
I appreciate that. You mean that?
With a lot of fun.
Look, we're not paying you.
Yeah. Oh, can we edit this video?
Yeah, edit.
I was telling Thomas one of the things that I like so much about the league is the rules that we play under, where you play it down, you putt every ball out, you play consistently every time, and what that's forced me to do is be concentrated on every shot during a round. And also when I play with some of my customers and or other friends, it's kind of funny because they will while they've already walked off the green and said your putt's good, I'm up there still lining it up and going to make that putt. I don't take any gimme putts, so I catch a lot of ribbing from that. But whenever I do get some of my other friends to play the same way, they get a little upset with me because
they don't like it.
We add a couple strokes to their
round.
round.
That's why Waggle's never even played in the golf. You don't like playing by the rules.
But we got several different members of the Scratch and Waggle League that play, and it's like I said, it's been good to get to know those guys, get to play with them, and we play here locally, and it's just a great time. I love the game of golf. I hope to be able to still continue playing golf for many more years.
Oh yeah, I mean, as old as you are now, and you're able to make the moves.
Keep eating your barbecue, man.
One more edit on this video.
Keep eating your barbecue, man. What is it?
You keep something in your mouth.
We're not gonna have anybody want to go.
He told me before we came on this podcast that you're supposed to keep your friends closer than your enemies. and then he follows it up with, "Because Kip, you're not my friend." So he deserves this.
But it's been a good time for me this past year, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming year and some of the different venues we might be able to get into, and hopefully be able to attract some more golfers and bring some more guys in. Because it seems to be golfers are pretty good folk.
Tell us maybe some of your best golf that you played in the golf league, and maybe the most nervous you've been.
Well, I can tell you first off, starting with the most nervous was the very first round that we played last year when I played in the league, and after learning of the rules, we played at Azalea City Golf Course, And the first thing that came to my mind is when Kip said and reminded everyone that we play every ball down. The word roots, pine tree roots came across my mind, and I thought, and I just reminisced back to my last round like 2 days earlier, and I was hooking everything left and everything right off the tee box. I was thinking, I'm going to be laying on these ropes. I'm going to come away from this tournament with a broke wrist. But it's always been a real relaxing, and there's not a lot of pressure, and there's not a lot of emphasis put on it if you don't play well or if you don't compete well. It's just everybody has a great time. But,
I'm glad you bring that. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to do that often, by the way.
Yeah, that's we know.
Right. He brings up a good point that I've been trying to say all these years is, come out and play with us in the golf league.
Agreed.
We, when people here play by the rules and play competitive golf, they all think, oh, I've got to be good or I've got to be serious. Yeah. And Mike's not that good. And he's there, he's playing, and you just heard him say,
I'm about to move, man. I'm with you.
You just heard him say he's real comfortable. He's real comfortable in coming out and playing with us. But Mike knows I'm good. Mike's a great golfer. He does play well. But he brings up points that we brought up in the podcast before about the nervousness about playing by the rules, trying to hit that perfect shot, trying to play and not embarrass yourself and try to slow people down. But I hope you guys are hearing, other than from me or other than from Thomas, that you're hearing from a real golfer that's in the golf league that is like, hey, it's fine. It's a lot of fun. These guys are who they say they are. They're out trying to compete, trying to have fun, playing the golf game that we love anyway. And now it gives us a chance to come out and compete, maybe win a prize, have fun, have fellowship, all those things.
Right.
So thank you.
So another question I want to ask. So pretty much when we bring guests on, we always ask a couple of questions that we'd like to hear your feedback. So first off, I want to ask you, how did you get into golf? I know a lot of people ask that question, and a lot of people are interested in that. So what got you? I remember you mentioned you play a lot of sports growing up. What intrigued you about golf? How did you get into playing?
It was probably those wooden shafts.
Let them talk, man.
I was supposed to say something about the age thing, but Thomas asked about what intrigued me to play golf. That's so long ago, I don't really remember. But as I told Thomas, and he just mentioned, I played a lot of sports coming up and enjoy the competitiveness. But a funny story, a real quick story, is I was working down in Dothan, Alabama, and had just finished playing baseball and real involved in softball and things like that. And had a store general manager came in, and he was an avid golfer. And first thing he did is he came to me and came to all my employees and said, "Which one of you guys play golf? Which one of you guys play golf?" And we all looked at each other like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Golf. And the closest thing I'd played golf was putt-putt. So he said, "Mike Long, you're the sports guy. You're going to play golf." So he fixed me up with a set of Ben Hogan irons. Not the Fords.
Were they edge?
But they,
edge?
Yeah. And son, we went to the golf course. The good thing about it
I'm
is
surprised you still play golf.
Yeah, I got paid to play golf, so I was this guy's best friend. Said, "Hey man, you want to play golf tomorrow?" Because I'd much rather be on the golf course getting paid than working. But anyhow,
some people are lucky. I mean, the guy doesn't even play golf, and then somebody walks in and says, "Hey, I need somebody to play golf. I'll pay you to play. Here's a set of clubs." How long have I been looking for that?
Yeah. But they were Ben Hogan Edge clubs, and me being an old baseball player, softball player,
Y'all keep going.
I could hit the ball a mile, but I never knew where it was going.
Right.
And when you did hit the sweet spot with those clubs, anyhow, I fell in love with the game because of the challenge of it. And as we just got through talking about, and for those of you watching, everybody knows that golf, and I always say golf is probably the hardest sport I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many moving parts, and you can't never seem to do the same thing.
That's right.
2 times and 2 shots in a row, 1 week here. Anyhow, we all know what's going on, what I'm talking about. But, so it's probably been 40 years ago.
You still got those clubs?
No, they were long time.
40 years ago?
Yeah, 40 years ago. Because no, that would put me playing at 2 years old. 40. It's been a long time.
Me and Thomas weren't born.
Yeah, that's all.
But I enjoy it. It's just a great sport. great sport. I encourage anybody that has not picked the game up to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I was able to, because of golf, I was able to spend some really good quality time with my oldest daughter that played at a local high school here in town, and played all 4 years of high school, and I was able to be a part of that with her and go to the tournaments and walk and do some coaching and things like that. So golf, I've just seen it is just such a good catalyst for bringing people together.
Yeah.
You know, and I hear so many people say a bad day on the golf course beats any good day at work.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
that's good. So that kind of brings me back around full circle to why I was hooked up with Scratch and Waggle, and hopefully they'll renew my membership coming into this next year. Still
We're weighing that option.
Still looking.
It's under negotiation. Actually.
Still looking for Kip to allow me to move up to the senior tees eventually, but
That
give
ain't
me
happening.
some time.
Yeah. So, one other question I want to ask too: golf courses. Is there a specific golf course that sticks out that you played anywhere in the country or outside the country that you had a great experience that you enjoyed, one you like to frequent, or what kind of course?
The one that sticks out the most to me is a couple of years back. We went out to with the company I was working for. We had some meetings out in Arizona and Scottsdale, and we actually got to help me with this the same golf course where the waste management tournament was at.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
Yeah, but
I think it's TPC of Phoenix.
Yeah.
I think.
anyhow, we were obviously not on the same course, but we were playing the same weekend several years ago that waste management tournament was going on, and we got to play what they call the stadium course. Beautiful golf course, Arizona. It's so much fun because what we're used to here in Alabama and on the Gulf Coast is the white sands and the sand traps. They had the special type of pea gravel type, and you could still hit out of it. Where in Florida you would ding your golf club, but out there it was just like little soft pellets everywhere, all over the golf course. But beautiful. Once you figured out the greens,
They have a lot of jackrabbits out there.
a lot of really big jackrabbits. Matter of fact, they could
Pellet.
But I enjoyed that. But I think that my most favorite golf course that I've been able to play, my family was fortunate enough to be able to go to Hawaii for a family vacation a couple of years ago, and Sarah, my oldest daughter, and I were able to play golf on a really, really nice golf course there. So in my travels and jobs, I've had the opportunity to play a lot of different golf courses. Take a lot of customers to play golf.
Right.
It's been a great thing. So that's always what's some of the most fun parts for me. Not only getting to play different golf courses or get to meet different people, but all the different types of golf courses that I get to play. And
how does Mobile stack up to some of the places you?
Seriously speaking, as far as Mobile goes, we got the Magnolia Grove and just the drive over is Timber Creek, and then Rock Creek and Shell Landing.
Ball County.
Yeah,
I love you, Timber Creek.
Yeah.
you're not at Magnolia Grove.
Right, but it's one of my faves. I just sets up nice for me and my shots, and I just always have a good time there. But along the Gulf Coast, getting all the way over to Gulf Shores, some of the Craft Farms courses, and then all the way over at the Oaks over in Pass Christian. So Mobile, when I say Mobile, I think of both sides of Mobile. And of course, everybody loves Azalea City here in Mobile. It's always been one of those great courses.
So yeah, I know we've mentioned quite a bit about the Scratch and Waggle Golf League. We're going to put some information out there if you want to get involved with the league this year. Ways to contact us. We're looking for some growth this year. Maybe I will even show up this time. I'm a little more confident in my game, but yeah, we're looking for some growth this year.
I kept seeing Thomas on the podcast, but never saw him at the golf course. Never saw him on the tee box.
Yeah. I'm there now. I'm gonna be there now. Yeah. Don't say it. We just keep the barbecue in mind. We'll just, I know you want to say something smart.
Well, I'm serious about the pressure.
Yeah.
The only pressure that's ever there is what we put on ourselves.
That's right.
Never before has anybody ever made a spectacle of how many strokes and how tired I must be after a round from all the strokes that are on my scorecard.
Look, if Wayne Tillman can come out there and embarrass himself as bad as he did, anybody can do it.
You're calling out everybody.
I'm calling out Wayne. Wayne deserves it. He knows it. Love you, Wayne.
I'll tell you what, I was telling Kip earlier today, I was telling Mike too, I took my 4-year-old out Sunday to the golf course to play. I said, if anybody's going to get any more pressure than it's a 4-year-old. I mean, he talked so bad about me for 2 hours. I was like, man, I'm going to leave you out here by yourself. And you're going to have to find another way home.
Bad thing is, when you give him a club, say, here, son, you see if you can do any better. And the guy gets it on the green.
He gets up there, he sunk 2 putts, hit 2 putts on, about 5-6 feet out, and he hit a straight.
I told Thomas a long time ago. I said, Thomas, when your son, can I call him by his name on the podcast?
Yeah.
So Everett, I said, look, when Everett gets old enough to learn how to play golf, you stay away from him, bring him to me, let me teach him how to play golf, let me teach him how to throw a football, and then you can teach him how to block or defend or whatever. But for proper golf instruction, and if he's tall and he's anything related to quarterback size, bring him to me. Let him stay. In baseball, you can have him for baseball. But quarterback and golf, right here.
But, yeah, that's fine. I'll let him think that's going to happen, but it's not. But Mike's brought up some good story about Hawaii, playing Hawaii with family and some of those things. Golf really does do that. And that's banana pudding.
Can't have barbecue without banana pudding.
Yeah, so.
And this is a side, by the way. It's not a dessert.
But yeah, Mike made a good point about that and playing golf and how it does bring families together. And I mean, my son's 4 years old. We're already getting great quality time on the golf course. He enjoys it. None of us played great, but we're just glad to be there together out there. And that's one thing I have picked up from golf from other sports I've played. Golf is that one thing it does seem to bring people together. Out of all the other sports too. Golf and fishing. I'll say that. Golf and fishing.
Oh yeah.
2 things that you can enjoy around it.
I'll try to find that picture of that bass you caught.
That's right. Yeah.
And I'll put it in here somewhere.
Yeah.
That was a good fish.
Yeah. That's right.
But he can catch a bass on the golf course if he wants
Yeah,
to.
that's
Remember,
good.
golf courses have got.
I thought about putting a fishing pole on my back.
One little miniature. Yeah. I agree. When your golf game is bad,
just pull the fishing rod out.
Yeah.
throw a lunker lure out there and see what you can do.
A lunker lure? What the heck is that?
I'm a fisherman.
You're an old fisherman. What's that? Lunker lure. What is that?
Look it up.
So, what you got? Got anything
Keep going.
else?
Keep going. I'm almost done.
All right. So
I'll talk about night golf when it's my turn.
What you got? Yeah.
You got
Keep
banana
going.
pudding
Night golf.
keep eating.
All right. So you gonna go? So Mike. So we talked about the scratch Waggle Golf League. We talked about places you want to play, or places you have played.
Yeah, play, yeah.
What is there any dream course that you want to play? Is there a bucket list course, or do you have more than one bucket list course that you see yourself playing, or you want to
Up
play?
on the top of the Pebble Beach would be. I'd love to get to the PB. That'd be pretty interesting. Of course, a long way out there. Some people you might say, well, Hawaii's a long way, but I got to tag the family along.
I'm sure,
Maybe I can take them
you
back.
can find a customer at
Yeah.
Santa Monica. Is it Santa Monica or Carmel?
Carmel.
Carmel?
What are you talking about? Where?
Pebble Beach. Where's Pebble Beach? Carmel.
Sounds right. I have to look that one up. I don't know. I'll find it. That'd be one of the primo for me. to be able to
Pebble
play.
Beach.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm eating y'all, but this is good. So I might blur myself out when we
This is
get this video.
And the chomping.
It's 20 minutes of him over here.
If there's any people out there with misophonia or whatever that's called.
But yeah, another shout out to Meatballs too. Seriously, Meatballs right here on Cottage Hill Road in Mobile, Alabama. Come holler at them when you get a chance, or come pick up some barbecue. It's great, really good stuff.
Take it to the house.
Yeah, take it home. Yep, carry out, or come join us for a podcast one day, and we'll put you on.
Yeah, we're gonna
talk to-
post.
Yeah,
We're gonna be here.
yeah, when we come back and get a chance to come record with us and tell your golf stories as well. So yeah, Meatballs.
All right.
So he's finally done. So now we're gonna let him put in his
I'm gonna
2
try not
cents
to
with
touch
Kim.
the table
Go
and
ahead.
shake the camera, but so I got to do something last week that I've never done before. I've always wanted to, and that was night golf. And I took a couple of videos. They're not good quality at all, but I'm gonna try to post them out here maybe while we're talking, like we've done in the past, right over Mike's face. How about that? But it was a blast. We played 9 holes. You get a glow-in-the-dark golf ball. You activate it by either hitting it on the ground or hitting it with a golf club. I suggest turning it on first, otherwise you can't really see it when you tee off. But it was great. We had a 3-man team because somebody didn't show up. I got charged for that no-show.
But
So
you
I had
took that.
So I had to do a lot of talking to get myself reimbursed for that. But so that was close. That was a close call. Anyway, so you go out there with 4 guys. You play a 4-man scramble. You hit a glow in the dark golf ball. They've got glow sticks in the fairway from like 150 and 100 yards to kind of mark that, let you kind of get you an idea of the yardage. It doesn't matter. Played in the dark. I had no feel for distance. They had these blinking lights on your golf cart so that you didn't run into each other when you drove off. They gave you a flashlight to kind of help you drive. If I wouldn't have known the golf course, I'd have been in the lake 2 or 3, 4 times. Hit a tree, almost hit a stump.
You played the back 9, didn't you?
We played the back 9 at Heron Lake. Just a lot of fun. Can't tell you how much fun it was. So we make it to the first green, and I'm just like a little kid in a candy store. I'm like having so much fun. And I looked up, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. There were stars everywhere. There was a little sliver of a moon out there that gave us a little bit of ambient light, but nothing to distract from the golf and all that stuff. And so we had like a faint yellow, almost white color golf ball. There was blue, there was green, there was red, and there might have been orange. And so as I'm standing there on the green on 15, and there's people teeing off on 12, there's teeing off on 13 and 14 and 10. There's these colored golf balls flying around. It looked like Space Mountain. It was cool. That's all I can say. It's just a neat experience. There's not a bunch of noise out there, with the exception of now every now and then you hear somebody shout, they made a putt or whatever. But just, you talk about relaxing. Golf normally out in the woods is pretty relaxing, but at night when there's not a whole lot of noise and it's just calm and the temperature was perfect, it was fun.
Did they shorten the holes up? I remember
they did not. We played with a regular white tee because I thought the ball might be a little flight restricted. But again, it may be. It was kind of hard to tell distance, in the dark like that. The winning team shot 4 under. So they didn't have a problem with it, obviously. And we had opportunity for 2 birdie putts. Missed them both. We shot 1 over. We bogeyed the last hole. And you thought we would have died. I mean, we were devastated for bogeying that last hole. But tons of fun. Found out after I got home that my girls had gone out to my parents for dinner before the tournament. They came back by. They left early to come by to see if they could see what was going on. They were able to see 18, I don't think it was us, play the last hole, the 18th hole. And they all 3 want to be there next year. Or next time there's night golf, they want to be in the golf cart with us. Watching. They want to be spectators, if not play. But they want to be there with us to participate in that. Yeah. They saw it, and then they heard me talking about it, so they're all about it. So if you've never played night golf, I suggest it.
How'd they mark the holes on the front so you see what all?
Great question. They did a glow stick, if you will, like you see at parades and stuff. Mm-hmm. They'd have one of those up on the flag. Some of them, they might even do glow sticks all the way down the flag, and then in the hole they put a glow stick in the hole.
So you see the hole.
And then you had glow stick type disc around the green, not necessarily indicating or marking anything, because on some of the bigger greens they would just have those on the green, kind of helping you identify where the pin might be.
Right. How far out could you see them? Like how close did you get to the green?
I had to be real close because I can't see anyway. But honestly, from the tee box, you could see the fairway markers, and then you could, Aaron was out there. He's a young kid. You could probably see 2020, but and there was par 3. You could barely see the pin, but you could see the discs that were there. So yeah, I mean it was fairly easy to see, even for an old man like me. That's cool. Highly recommended.
Yeah, a lot of fun, especially I played a night golf tournament up above Birmingham many years ago at a par 3 golf course, and that's a lot of fun because every tee shot is going to the pin. But the only hole in one I've ever had was in a night tournament, and to see your ball hit the green.
You were in a class by yourself currently,
and see it rolling.
I don't have one. I don't think you have.
No. You guys hang around with me some.
Right.
Yeah.
Night golf.
A whole lot younger. But anyhow.
Hey, did you hear that? Hang around with me. How many times have I asked you to take me to play golf as a customer? Hey, we can't do that.
When you see the ball coming off and going, it hits the green, and you see it rolling, and then the light just goes out.
Yeah, I bet that was.
What did I do? I was like, go all the way over the green or something. So you go up to the green and you can't find your ball. You're thinking maybe the light, the illumination went away, and then someone comes up to the hole and said,
It's in there.
Awesome.
I knew it all the time, man. I put that swing on it.
And that brings up a good point with I don't know where they got them, probably China, but the ball, as long as you hit it, because somebody had mentioned before we started, they're like, hey, this thing only lasts 30 seconds until you got to hit it again. And I'm like, what? We're going to lose it immediately. Anyway, that's not true. But so mine, once I turned that golf ball on, it didn't turn off until about 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes after I got home. So as long as you continue to hit it, it continued to stay.
So they gave you 3.
We got
golf balls.
two per person.
2 person. Okay.
So I got both of yours in my golf bag.
So once they're gone, let's say somebody does hit one or shanks one or can't find it.
All right, so here's a good point. Good question.
Yeah.
So on 10, Aaron, he shanked one into the trees, into the bushes, right? And we're like, oh no, we lost the golf ball. Dude, it's dark outside and there's things glowing. We drove right up to it, dove in the bushes. If it was daylight, we probably would have never found it.
I got you.
But it was like
Was it a Best Buy also? Or? Okay, it was a Best Buy.
And thanks to Thomas, we got to rotate a shot. So,
You won't.
So yeah, I would tee off. Daryl would sometimes hit a second shot, and then Aaron would typically putt twice. We took turns. We rotated a shot per hole. So yeah, a lot of fun. But highly, highly, highly recommend night golf. Anywhere in your town, anywhere you're close to, go do it. It's fun.
It's going to be somewhere like Heron Lakes. It's going to have something like that.
Yeah, and they told us they're probably going to do another one in the fall. So we're going to play. And the girls are going to come too. So, anywho, that's all I got for night golf. It was a lot of fun.
And you said you got videos you're going to put out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put them on.
Cool.
Well, cool. Well, Mike, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sorry I didn't have nothing to say.
No, yeah. Hopefully I didn't hurt your feelings too bad. Maybe I'll be back.
No, we got to talk after this.
I hear you. All right. Cool. You got anything else?
That's it. Scratch and Waggle Podcast. Thanks for listening. Again, we'll put more league information out.
So Facebook page. Thanks to
put that out.
Meatballs.
Thanks to Meatballs for having us here again. And come check them out.
Good barbecue.
Sign out. You got anything?
No,
We're good. All right.